But first, let's get back to the global space. The global stock markets starting on a wobbling level today. Oil prices down significantly. Brent crude this morning about $61.35 a barrel. Nigeria's benchmark budget for 2019 budget $60 a barrel. We're just about $1 with our head above the water. Oil prices falling. This is one of the big stories. But President Trump, the U.S. president, is in London. The official visit to London and part of Europe. So let's check in with our London team from our London studios. Juliana Ryanka, this morning, you folks are the ones hosting the U.S. President Donald Trump from today. How is Trump's visit and the UK market looking like? Talk to us. Take it from here.
Good morning, Bosun. Yes, well, Trump is in the UK this morning. Just a couple of hours ago, Air Force One landed at London's Stansted Airport. I think everybody is expecting caretaker Prime Minister Theresa May to really solidify that so-called special relationship that Britain has had with the US for decades. Of course, this is not going to be easy. There is a strong whiff of anti-Trump sentiment here in the UK, and lots of major protests are planned during the 3 days he'll be here with the First Lady, Melania Trump. How does this affect the UK markets? Well, yesterday and across the weekend, actually, the ever-outspoken Trump was speaking to a lot of British publications. One in particular, the Sunday Paragraph, is where he gave his hardline opinion on our unsuccessful Brexit situation. Some of the highlights from that interview were that he thinks Britain should refuse to pay the £39.5 billion EU divorce bill and walk away from Brexit talks if Brussels doesn't give ground. He also advised during the interview that Britain must leave on the 31st of October, whether there is a deal or not, and whoever becomes the next leader should send former UKIP leader Nigel Farage to steer the negotiations, a suggestion that will not go down well with the establishment. Quickly, I must add, Bosun, that he's also warned the UK to be very careful about involving Chinese tech giant Huawei in its new 5G network, pulling the UK into the ongoing spat with China.
Okay, so the big story for President Trump in the UK with his visit, what would that really be? Will it be the Brexit? Will it be trade? Will it be Anglo-American traditional relationship? What exactly is President Trump looking forward to for this trip?
Well, it's very strange, to be honest, because, of course, we've only got another week or so with Prime Minister Theresa May. You'll remember when she first met, she was actually the first world leader to meet Donald Trump in the UK and in the US, and he embarrassingly held her hand. Look, a lot of people are not happy that he's here, especially for a state visit. He also gave some rather harsh words against Meghan Markle, the Duchess, earlier when he was speaking to US press, saying that he didn't realize she was so nasty. Not great words when you're expected to meet Prince Charles and the rest of, the royal family. But, of course, as I said, US-UK relationship is very, very important. And I think, we're hoping that we'll be able to solidify that relationship going forward. Very different from Obama, who advised against leaving the EU. Donald Trump advises for it. So I think a lot of the Tory party members will be keen to meet him and keen to kind of solidify that relationship.
Okay, so let's look at the global markets and put President Trump's visit within context. It's looking like not a very negative start for the new month. Oil prices down. How is the UK market starting off this morning on the equity side? And a bit of give us the sterling story.
Not great, Bosun. This morning, the FTSE has fallen at the start of the week's trading. The FTSE 100 is down 45.29 points, or 0.63%, which is large. And the FTSE 250 is also down, falling 55.90 points, or 0.29%. In currencies, the pound fell 0.88 cents against the dollar to just over $1.26, and slipped 0.17 cents against the euro to just above €1.13. Another big story, I must say, over here, Bosun, concerns the retail giant Marks and Spencer. We've been talking about them a lot and the death of the high street, and they've become nail-bitingly close of being booted out of the FTSE 100 this week. For the first time since the index was launched in 1984, they've also always been a big mover and shaker there. Its shares have tumbled by nearly a fifth over the past 6 months as sales and profits have come increasingly under pressure. It's likely to be saved from an embarrassing demotion from the blue chip share index in this week's FTSE reshuffle, thanks to a £601 million investor cash call. But EasyJet, the budget airline, could face the chop after 6 years, and that's going to be a really big story, so we'll keep you posted later during the week.
Please keep us at the top of those stories. Thank you so much, Juliana Olayinka, one of our team members at the London studios. So let's take a quick break. Everyone, we'll be right back. We'll check back with the marketplace. It's the first of the week and the month's trading. Let's get started on the equities on the debt side, the fixed income.